course, a person could be addicted to many things. But for the purposes of this topic and the purpose of this discussion, we're talking about drug and alcohol addiction, right? Anybody else? What is addiction?
Addiction, for as alcohol and drugs are concerned, from my experience, it's a disease. It causes problems in every area of your life.
Absolutely. When you say it's a disease, what kind of disease is it?
I believe it's a disease. It's a physical disease. It's a disease of the mind, body, and spirit.
Anybody else? So I will agree with you that addiction is a disease, but it's a specific disease. Can anybody tell me what's the specific disease of addiction?
Chronic.
What do it affect?
Drugs and alcohol.
Anybody else? What does it affect?
Oh, brain.
Right.
Okay.
So we have Eric that's joining us via Zoom. Eric said it's a brain disease. Addiction is a brain disease. So what does that mean? If it's a brain disease, what does that mean?
It affects your thinking and all that.
Right. So what it basically say is that anytime you ingest a substance, whether it is the alcohol, the cocaine, the marijuana, it automatically have an effect on your brain. And it's also called, these drugs is called mind or mood altering substances. Right? Because once it affects the brain, it changes the way you thinking, the way you feel, and ultimately.
That always got me right there, because like I'll be like, yo, I'll be upset, man. I'll be mad, like coming from school and stuff like that, bro. Soon as somebody say the you in a word,
you ready. So if the disease of addiction and substances causes changes to the brain that changes the way you think and the way you feel, what does that ultimately do? Change what?
Everything that you do.
Right, my boy with me. So if I'm taking a substance, alcohol, cocaine, marijuana, K2, fentanyl, any of these substances, is going to make changes in my brain that make me feel and think differently than I did before I ingested that substance, right? That's going to ultimately affect the way I behave. Those are mind, mood altering substances that ultimately affect the way you behave. It's a brain disease, right? That is treatable. Right? You can treat the disease of addiction, but if left untreated, what can happen? It gets worse. It causes insanity.
Death.
It can lead to death, right? So
complete demoralization.
So if you had a pen, I want you to write down the definition, or you can do it on your phone, the definition of addiction. We just came up with that definition together, right? Addiction is a brain disease, right, that causes mind or mood altering effects that can affect the way you behave or the things that you do. It is treatable, but if left untreated, it could cause death. And that's why it's so important for us to be able to have these discussions about the disease of addiction, because the end result could be death. So anytime I'm discussing addiction, I'm automatically taking it serious because I know the ramifications if you don't take it seriously.
But I shake the room.